welcome to another episode of Jacob's House of Rock. My name is Jacob, and today we're doing another song reaction video to the song Rinne. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but hopefully Rinne by the band Band-Maid. So I'm not new to this band at all. I've already done a previous video on them, doing a reaction to the song Different. And I have listened to a lot of their stuff beforehand, so I'm sorry this isn't like one of those brand new reactions where I've never heard of this band before. I'm actually quite familiar with them. However, this song in particular I've never listened to, and I've heard it's one of their best and more heavier ones, which like I'm totally all about. So I'm really excited to have a listen to this. So some context, Band-Maid are a Japanese J-rock, J-metal band, all-girl band as well. They're really cool. In my previous video, pretty much my only complaint with them at all is that I'm not as big a fan of their more poppy choruses, so I got a bit of flack for that in my the comments section, because, you know, the whole reason a lot of people listen to these reaction videos to songs is just to hear people gushing over their favorite musicians and stuff like that. So if anyone gives any like honest critiques or says anything negative, of course people are gonna start being a little bit sad. So I'm sorry. I try to be really honest with these videos, so I had to say that in that one. But I've heard a lot of Band-Maid songs which I loved all the way through because they were just like, you know, totally on point. They're phenomenal musicians and all of that sort of stuff, like I said many times in that video before. And knowing that this one's likely going to be one of their more heavy ones, I think there's a pretty good chance that might be the case this time. So let's jump right into it and check out this song. Here we go, we got the song all loaded up. So this is Band-Maid, Rinne, the official music video. This came out sometime in 2019. Let's take a listen. Band-Maid. Very heavy. Oh, that groove. Ooh, okay. I'm digging that groove, though. Really digging that groove. Got that classic Band-Maid sound. Like, it's coming across kind of sounding a little bit lo-fi at the same time, but it does have that nice heaviness to it, the real punch. Misa, the bass player, you can just... Oh, her tone, like in everything they play, is freaking amazing. And so I'm really just digging that. Sorry, my throat's a bit dry. Let's keep going. Okay, and here we have that more, like, again, it seriously happens in, like, all their songs. They have, like, this incredible, like, opening and verse, and then it's like, da-da-da-da-da-da, this, like, really sort of upbeat, kind of more poppy chorus section. I think it works a lot better here than it did in that previous song, just because I'm still, like, freaking just, like, I don't know. I like the contrast a little better in here between the previous section where it's like... Yeah. Also, they do this quite a lot where the singer, I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but the lead singer, where she does a lot of, like, talking singing. I suppose you could call it, like, talking singing. Would that technically make it rap? Not necessarily, but just, like, the... It just, like... It goes with the rhythm, and it's got this really sort of, like, not necessarily sleazy undertone, but like this sort of really badass kind of undertone to it, and yeah, it just works really well here with that groove at the beginning. But again, let's keep going. Just feel it building to that chorus. Love the bass growl. Yeah. Yeah! Oh, I love the way it jumps into that. And those like on the guitar there, that's just like the little harmonics. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm digging this chorus a lot more from the one from the previous song. And again, I haven't actually brought this up, but I did re-listen to Different a few more times after doing that reaction, and I did enjoy it a lot more on subsequent listens. But this is the first time I've heard this specific song, and already I'm like getting right into it. So yeah, loving it. And also, it's difficult with these reaction videos to convey my full feelings on a song, like, on the first listen, especially if I have to pause it and play it again, because I find that on subsequent listens, I get a lot more from a song. I really listen to each individual instrument, and then I'm like, just like, oh, I should have said this in the reaction video, and talked about this and that, and it's... I find these videos actually quite difficult to really get into a song on a first listen. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna be doing some not necessarily jeez, I can't talk today. Sorry, not necessarily reaction videos, but I'm gonna be doing videos in this style, but of songs that I've already listened to, just to kind of give you guys that experience of me being able to actually talk about them in a bit more depth, which is pretty cool because there are a lot of songs I actually want to introduce you guys to, and I think that's a good platform for doing it. I'm still going to be doing reaction videos like this one, first time listening to songs as well, because there is something special about that as well, which I can totally acknowledge. Anyway, I'm going really off topic, so let's get back to the song, because it's actually sounding really pretty cool. I'll go back a sec. Brilliant riffing as always. They've got great guitar tone. That's that's a pretty cool little thing that what's her name? She's the one she actually kind of founded the band. She's the rhythm guitarist, backup vocalist of the band. I forgot her name. But she's just doing the little kind of like whew, whew, whew sound on the guitar there, and I think that's pretty cool. It just adds a nice little bit of texture there. Yeah. Back to the more sort of poppy chorus. I don't know, like, I get the appeal of this kind of chorus, and I actually think it sounds legitimately good in this song, but some of their songs I feel like just feels a bit formulaic to me, where I don't even know, like, if you like it, there's nothing that I can say to, like, really change your mind about any of this stuff, and not that I want to either, because again, I'm really enjoying it in this song. It's just something about it, like, they go from such really interesting playing to just playing like a very generic chord progression where the guitar parts is literally like everything's played phenomenally, but like it's kind of just mushing that same chord and just moving through the chord progression just to kind of have that like poppy epic feel for a second. And some cases I think it works like this song, but other times I feel like they're capable of more. This song I'm really digging it though, so I'm sorry I'm even bringing it up actually. It's just the comments were kind of really diving into that sort of stuff on my previous reaction, so I really wanted to address it just a little bit in this video. I love the texture of the vocals. They cut through the mix really well. Oh, and that guitar tone, it's just so brutal. Like, I don't know, it's like, it's not necessarily like metal, but it's definitely a lot heavier than like your typical rock sort of guitar sound. It's like in this sort of weird in-between place, but I really dig it. It's really ballsy. I love the timbre of the guitars and the bass together. They're just freaking well done. That's why I love Band-Maid. they just got something about that sound which you really don't hear enough of, I think. Why? I got the solo. Oh, I love those sort of bass here. Sorry to pause it. Yeah, just that bass sound, and Misa has this really clever way of just really moving those bass lines around. And it's got that really nice sort of slightly distorted bass tone, but it sounds so smooth as well at the same time. It's really lovely. I'm a huge fan of her playing. Just move it back a little bit because I want to listen to that bit again. Great tone. And like the kind of sort of lo-fi sound of the vocals there, where it sounds like it's put through sort of like a filter, getting rid of some of those bass frequencies, maybe a tiny bit of distortion on that vocals. Just gives us a nice sort of really nostalgic vibe to it. It works really well. Back to the more poppy chorus. Well, get down. I love that little. Shut up. Okay. Also should add the drumming was solid all the way through. The best thing about, I keep saying the best thing. Another great thing about Band-Maid that again I bring up in every moment I talk about this band is just their consistency of playing. Like, even if I'm not completely sold on something like those more poppy choruses or whatnot, everything is played perfectly. Timing is always on, the tones are really great, it's just really, really well put together. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed this song. I would really love to see a live version of it. That would be incredible because for whatever reason, their production on their live tracks is so freaking good. I think when I do actually do like a my next, not necessarily reaction video, but when I'm actually like doing a video like this to a song I've already heard from them, just to talk about it with you guys, it's probably gonna be either on set or play live, because those songs are some of my favorite tracks by them, and the production of them live combined with just how well they're played is so good. And I could definitely tell this one would be really phenomenal live. Actually would definitely love to hear this band live at some point. I hope they come to Australia. I'm freaking sick of like not being able to see bands live because of the whole epidemic of this year and all that sort of stuff. You guys know the drill. Like, day-to-day life is pretty much going back to normal, but like all the events and stuff like that, they're taking a sweet-ass time to get back to normal. And I want to see some live music again. And Band-Maid is definitely on my bucket list of bands that I really want to see. So again, fantastic stuff from Band-Maid. Who would have known that like in the year 2020, one of the best new rock bands around would be comprised of 4 Japanese girls in, I say girls, they're older than me actually, I think, but they don't look it at all, in maid costumes. It's freaking hilarious, but yeah, I love them. Love Band-Maid. I'm definitely going to re-listen to this track off-screen a few times, get to know it as I do with all their tracks. Kind of the hardest part with actually doing these reaction videos is if I find a song that I'm like, oh, I want to listen to that, I have this like thought in the back of my mind. It's just like, oh, but you could do a reaction video on it, and then I put off listening to stuff, and then like I kind of have stuff piling up. Whereas typically what I normally do if I listen to a song like this, I'm like, oh, this is so good, I'm gonna want to just jump into all their songs that I've never heard and just spend all night listening to new music and stuff like that, and that's so much fun. But when you're doing these reaction videos, you're spoiling the reaction video by doing it that way, and it's this whole thing. Anyway, I really enjoyed this song. It had some just really good grooves in it. I actually enjoyed the more poppy chorus in this one, and I'm not just saying that to like pander to you guys. Actually, I think it worked here, but I think some of their other songs, like I said, I don't know, it feels a little bit stock in some of their other songs. Here it actually really worked. I had a lot of fun with this one. So if you had a lot of fun watching this video and want to see more like it, do check out the rest of my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys in one of my future videos. But until then, keep on rockin'. Peace out. Bye.